Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video what we're going to be doing is I need to take the fan off of here. I'll explain to you in a minute exactly what's going to happen. I need to take the circlip out and the captive nut. You use that to withdraw the flywheel on a GS 150. So these are 10mm by the way. So I've got a socket set here. I'm just going to take them out, and what I've actually done and what I'm going to be using now is a new screw box to put all my bits from my GS into, so any spare bits that I've got are good. I can keep them all in one place. Right, so I've just knocked these nuts off of here, the 4 of them, so they're just loose, and I'll be able to take them out with my fingers then. And then I'm going to put them into that box. It's quite a big box. I'm going to write on it GS parts. I'll just stick that on the floor for the time being. And take my 4 bolts out that are holding the flywheel fan to the flywheel itself. That's the 3rd one. And the 4th one. Right, so I'll put them safe. It just literally goes on and bolts up. So, and to stop the screws, there's a little brass washer. I'll put the flywheel fan somewhere safe. The reason why I've taken it off my GS is I'm a bit close to where I'm trying to work it. If I turn it down, these magnets, I mean, they're 61 years old, and that's not great magnetism in any of them. So what that actually transpires into, when my bike's running and I try and put my headlight on, it's just dim. You won't be able to drive down a country lane with it at all. Let's just take that out of the way, and that's what I'm after. Got it half out anyway. So there's my circlip. I'll put that safe, and my flywheel nut. Right, so we'll mark this one up as M, because this is my own one. So I've put my mark on it, and I've also got another one. So the reason why I'm doing the video is because tomorrow I'm going to take them in and get them remagnetized, which is a service that really can only be done by scooter shops. Tomorrow I'll go through the reason why that is. So I'll just stick that up there for a second. I'm going to take some of this bubble wrap and cut it in half basically. Put that up there. And wrap it up. And what I'm going to do in tomorrow's video, I'll show you the process of remagnetizing a flywheel. There's a device called a flux meter, and the flux meter itself, if I can show you on this flywheel, flux meter itself, you put on the outside of the magnets. The magnets have got a pole, 2 poles, a north and a south, and it reads the strength of the polarity in between the magnetism. I don't know if this one's any stronger. No, it's about the same. Very, very poor magnetism. You know, I should be fighting to pull that off. There's nothing on the outside, very, very minimal. Which, again, like I keep saying, they're 60-year-old parts. What do you expect? But the magnetism should have dropped off by now. I've noticed that quite a few people nowadays are going over to electronic I'm not averse to that, each to their own. It's just personally speaking, you've got a classic bike, you do what you want with it, it's your choice. Right, that's 2 in there, so tomorrow I'll be taking both of them to the scooter dealer and having them both remagnetised. This is a VS5 stator plate. It's not fully wired, the ignition's off and the points need changing, they've got a burn in them. And they could do with being rewired, to be honest with you. The actual wires are all solid. You just wire from here across. So you've got your 2 blacks, your white is a ground, and your yellow will be your lights. So that's your AC. Pardon me. Ignition and light. So they're the 2 AC lights. So the 2 blacks go to the rectifier normally, although they go through a universal plug-in connection box that's on the side of the frame. So that cable would come out the top of the engine into the bracket, so make sure you can see it, and they push in. Then the 2 black cables go to the rectifier and you get your DC out of that. As I say, the white's your ground. So unlike a Lambretta, you have actually got a ground all the way, right the way up to the headlights, right the way back to the stator plate where your energy's being generated. So what you've got here, you've got a north and a south pole on your flywheel. They rotate and the magnetic waveform is formed, thus inducing electricity to flow out of these coils. So you've got ignition coil and you've got your lighting coils, opposite one way round, but never mind. And as it turns around, it creates electricity, which is then rectified or pushed straight up. In the case of the AC itself, it goes straight up to the switch and it just feeds your headlight and your tail lights when the switch is fully on. So when you rev, you should get a nice bright headlight and tail light on. Mine, it's like a glowing lamp, so although it had passed an MOT, personally it's not good enough, in my opinion. Somebody's marked that for timing purposes there. You can time these where you want basically, but it sits like that against the engine. So what I tend to do is time from here, but you can time anywhere you want. You just need a strobe, find your top dead center and 23 degrees or 27 degrees depending on how you're doing it, before top dead center, and it's going to be fine. So I'm going to end this video here today. I know it's a short video, but the next one might be 2 or 3 videos depending on how long it takes, the process takes, and how long it takes to explain what's doing it. The guy that's doing it might want to not be on video. I'll have to find out tomorrow. I've cleared to come in and have them done. It works for any Vespa, Lambretta remagnification of your flywheel. So right the way, even electronics, they're magnetised. So your Indian, your BGM, whatever you want to call it, they all have magnets rotating on a flywheel. And the machine that I'll be showing you tomorrow is basically designed to re-energise the magnets, give them a strong magnetic field, and give you nice lights when it's all put back together again. So anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow. Take care everybody, and once again, thank you for watching. Bye.